Wutz Real? It's your girl Tang Gang, baby.
This is Jamal Davis.
And we are live in the city with Meet Me in the City and Business in the City. And shout out to my boy Rich and Faith. I like to introduce people, but I like them to introduce themselves even better because you know, you want to give yourself the glory. You dig what I'm saying? So go ahead and let them know who I got.
Yo, it's Jacoby, also known as the coolest nerd ever. One of the top 2 business market agencies here in Atlanta, maybe not 2.
When I first seen you come in here, I thought you might have rapped or was a singer.
Yeah, they call me Jason Derillo.
Savage love, did somebody break your heart?
Oh, damn. That's dope, man. Tell me about yourself and your business.
Alright, so a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Chicago, and then I moved down south to Arkansas, working day and night, and then realized I was overworked and underpaid. Seeing what was happening on BET videos going on in Atlanta, and living life in the A, and I got to get out into the A and level up. So I came out here to Atlanta and started networking, met a lot of people, got into entrepreneurship, like excellence out here. So started getting into sales, meeting dope people, and then got introduced to entrepreneurship. And then ever since then, I just kind of locked in, started studying heavy, and been going up ever since.
Is it working?
It's working.
Yeah?
It's working. It's more so working for other people too. So now I put other people on, I ran my plays, and now I documented the process and I share the process. So that's what I'm on right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So how do you go about business on a daily? Like, what's your daily routine? Like when you wake up?
How do I operate?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wake up and get on Instagram like everybody else. That's the bad thing. That's the bad thing. But outside of that, I've kind of automated my business for the most part. So I have employees and freelancers and etc. So I'll just check in, check some emails, see what's going on. First thing I really do, I check my credit score when I wake up. I check my bank account when I wake up, make sure everything's straight, make sure the team's straight, and then from there, I see what type of high ticket potential closes I got in my lead CRM system. So purposes, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management System. So I'll check in my CRM, see if I got any leads for people who make like a substantial amount of money, and then I may call them personally.
Okay.
And if there's somebody with like a smaller budget, I'll let my team handle it.
So we just had a guest on here. He was talking about crypto. Is that something that you involved in as well? A lot of people jumping into that. You know anything about that?
Yeah, I lost like $250,000 last year in crypto.
He did just say it just took a big loss too.
One more time, how much?
I lost like $250,000.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, was there pros to it before the cons kicked in?
I was teaching people the crypto.
Damn.
I was teaching, so I got interested. So network, right? We talk about relationships. So I'm privy to a lot of information before people get it because I pay to be in a lot of these masterminds. So I pay to get in the room. So I was like hip before on NFTs before like the masses got in crypto. So like you get in early, you can win. So I was winning. I was posting all my wins, and people just wanted to tap in naturally on social media. You know how they go. So I started charging people $1,000 per phone call to like teach them crypto for like 60 minutes, and I was making my bread. But I got involved into a pump and dump. A couple of people was like who I thought was like the homies put me on some stuff, and I was like triple down on it. I was like, yo, I'm about to make $1 million. They was showing me their accounts of what they was doing, and I dropped some bread in, and just everything just.
Damn.
Wow. Now, speaking from a person that actually lost money in a similar way, could you really define what a pump and dump is? I really think people do not know what it is.
So pump and dump is somebody who they pump it up, they make it seem like it's gonna be the next big thing, and it's usually done with influencers. So we live in an influencer era. So anybody with celebrity clout, we watch them, we see what they do, and they're like, yo, this is the next big thing, right? But the whole purpose of it is to get people to buy in and put all their money in, and then the people at the top who got in first, they're gonna rug pull you from right up under you and leave you. It's called holding a bag. They leave you holding a bag. So,
damn. So, alright, we talked about the business, we talked about crypto. Now is crypto with Meta? Cause everything is like air now. So I'm just like, alright, so we got the crypto, now we got the Meta coming in. Is that something that you look into too?
Nah, I don't deal with that. So I'm actually, we in financial center right here. So I'm actually getting into investing and actually trading like real stocks now. So I'm learning from my guy over here because I'm like, yo, let me get a mentor, somebody with 20 plus years of experience. Somebody I bet he living a lifestyle. So I was like, let me learn a real game and actually get into real companies like Apple, Netflix, Tesla, like real companies with a backbone behind it versus these things with no real foundation behind it.
Right.
But so as far as the meta is concerned,
yeah,
and like the multiverse and all this stuff, that a lot of that stuff was just fake too. Creating land and the multiverse and all is get rich quick schemes.
Pump and dump. Another one.
The smarter people taking advantage of the less fortunate. The rich get richer. So that's really what it is.
Okay. What about real estate? You seem like a guy who would know a little something about real estate too, man.
I'm in digital real estate. That means that I help people start businesses online. So like e-commerce. You ever heard of e-commerce?
Yeah, I definitely did.
Okay. So I've been in e-commerce since like 2015. I made women millions of dollars selling hair weave. So I was like the man when it came to beauty brands for years.
Damn.
So like say like Snob Life, her hair company, her imports, Diamond Virgin Hair, a lot of virgin hair.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for a lot of women wearing weave and lace fronts.
Damn, that's deep.
But yeah, so digital real estate, man, I feel like that's the easiest thing to get into. And you can set up multiple plots of land on the internet, right? If you look at it that way. You can set up land on the internet and only take less than $30 to $100 to do it versus you needing $20 to $40 to $50,000 to get a property in the real world. You think about it, you get your apparel line, your merch line, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is just apparel. You can brand it the right way. You can sell it for whatever you want to. But that's what I do.
And all of that's like real estate anyway.
Digital real estate.
Wow, man.
Because it's about perceived value. So perceived value is how you can make other people feel about it. Mm-hmm. So if you could make your brand, like this coat had no business costing what it cost, right? But they got such a perceived value of how people see me or how I see it, the value goes up. So that's how if you can do that with your brand, you can increase the perceived value, you can charge what you want to charge.
Right. What kind of kid were you?
Man, I was a weird ass kid.
For real?
Yeah.
You call yourself the nerd. I'm trying to figure like, you got nerd ability, but what kind of, it just seemed like, I don't know.
What kind of kid was I? I was the only child. So I was like really inquisitive. I was just into everything. Funny thing is I still do this to this day, but I would put my headphones on everywhere I go. I walk around dancing in public. So I actually got pulled over by the police because I would be like walking to Kroger's and I'd just be dancing and vibing. I still do it to this day. So you seen that the guy, Group of Gorilla?
Yeah, who be doing all that? Yeah.
I don't go that far. Mine be a little bit more swaggy. I actually be like on some, you'll think I'm in the club. But I'll be like in the gym like that. And people be looking at me like, damn, what's wrong with you? But I think it's just only child. I never needed anybody else to entertain me. I'm just in my own world. So
do you have kids now?
Nobody's called me yet. So
woo!
And nobody called me. So until somebody called me, I'm still.
Kane, I'm pregnant.
Y'all got him here right goddamn now.
I'm changing my number as soon as the video drops.
I want to just backpedal just for a second. I really want to talk about e-commerce. Mm-hmm. How did you really get started, like from the ground up?
Good question. I got started with realizing I wanted to do it and I couldn't afford it. So I said, I can't afford it, so I'm going to study it on YouTube and Google and then get paid to learn it. I was helping other people and they were paying me to basically get better at e-commerce. So I started an agency with a business partner of mine. He was a nerd at design and coding, and I was really good at getting in front of people because my background was sales.
Okay.
So I needed him and he needed me. So I was able to get paid and kind of learn like how to do e-commerce by getting people to pay me. If I can put a logo on something, create a fire logo, get my brand identity down as far as my colors, figure out who my customer avatar is, which is who I want to target audience, narrowing it down from ages to how much money they probably spend to the type of things that they like, the shows that they watch. Once I started really getting into the art and the science of it, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Just like wanted to know every little detail about it. So, and then my background, as far as when I wanted to go to college, I wanted to study psychology. So the sales and marketing, I knew it was a lot to do with psychology and understanding how a customer would subconsciously feel when they land on your website.
Right.
So that's what got me into it. It was like, yo, I want to win. I want to get your money from you. It's almost like a chess game.
Right. That's how I'll be locked in for real.
Yeah.
Like, I'll even take a hiatus. I've been studying. I know I can get it. I just gotta know the proper lane to get in. You know, like you said, it's chess. There's a lot of sacrifice when it comes down to business in general. Like taking a $250,000 loss, like, that's a sacrifice. Yeah. And for you to be able to be on the mic and be like, I ain't tired.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you take a loss, that means when you get sleepy.
A nigga lose his money and do what? Get sleepy. Nigga be tired as hell after he lost a bankroll. I'ma sleep this shit off, man.
I ain't gonna lie, like I was like, damn, like we talk about the different economies, right? I'm talking about the digital economy, but it's a new economy that we gotta watch out in 2023. It's the scam economy. And that's what happens a lot of us, especially in black business. When we start making bread and we start coming up, we end up making an investment and we get scammed by our own people and it turns us right back to zero, right back to scratch. So a lot of us could be up more if we have more financial literacy, because if we have more financial literacy, we wouldn't even invest into, you can kind of tell a person I really trust this person with $30,000.
Yeah. And that's, see, we only got a certain amount of time, but that's the thing about just artists today in general. Giving somebody some money that they ain't never had, and they don't know what to do with it, that's self-destruction. You gotta sometimes piece people, because that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? But that's just straight facts. The harsh truth of reality.
Your best friend slime you out for $10K.
And think that's money.
Yeah.
Like, boy, that's an investment in a house. Yeah. Little do you know.
We could have came up and we could have get a couple hundred together.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, this was a good conversation. I like these kind of conversations, and this is what I want to continue the podcast. I want to talk to everybody. I want to be able to grasp everything. Like, before business in the city, we was in the city. Like, Wutz Real, meet me in the city. We go out. We are granted red carpet services, you know what I mean? When we're actually on the red carpet with microphones talking to celebrities. And just being that far from a kid, having posters on the wall, like, damn, one day I want to meet these people. Not knowing if I just take my mindset and that drive that I got and put it towards, I'm going to really be in these people's presence, you know what I'm saying? So I'm taking it further than that. It's like, I done been in a room with millionaires, but to actually sit down and talk with a variety of people who don't need spotlight to be happy and be proud and or living in their truth. These are the people I want to sit down and talk to. You know what I'm saying? You don't need cameras and shit to make you feel who you are when you're doing what you're doing. It's an influencer age, so everybody's trying to be this influencer. Me, you can ask the motherfucker since I was the littlest jit. I was always like this, you know? I just been this, like a social butterfly. So for me to do this and sit down with people like you, I'm inspired. Like, damn, all right, cool. Because I know I'm going to be like this rich and famous motherfucker one day. But to be, you know what the old head told me? He said, when you finally get there, you ain't even going to know you there. Because you done lived out the process, you did all this, and you don't even know, like, at this time, this is how much you done gained, and this is how much you done had, because what you're looking for, you're in it. Like, you're in it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say, like, oh, this is what it feel like to be this and this and that, when you're actually living in that shit, and you just like, damn. Besides the money and shit, I'm living in it.
Well, one of my mentors said, man, sometimes, he said, Jacoby, you're so close to the fire that you can't even see the flame.
That's it.
Wow. And he said, like, yo, you don't understand the type of relationships that you got and how valuable they are. And people are looking at you and you looking at the next person up. And that's why they say comparison is a killer of joy. You just study looking at up. Like, typically when you're following people, you're usually following people that are higher. And then you start feeling like, damn, like, this person 5 years younger than me and they up and this and that. And you start doing all this comparison instead of just enjoying where you at. Like the gratitude and just being happy where you at. Like, all right, just knowing this gonna happen. So no, I'm with you, man. It makes sense. You keep doing y'all thing. I appreciate y'all having me on.
For real, and this ain't it. But this was a fun episode. For those who want to get connected and stay connected, how do they get in touch with you?
So my personal gram is Coolest Nerd Ever with a K. My business Instagram is Digital Brands with a Z. We help people take their business, brand, and bank account to the next level. We offer an array of services from course development, e-commerce development, whatever you need, man. Business funding too, all that good stuff. So we help you get the bread and then help you invest it.
So listen, this is your girl Tang Gang, baby.
This is Jamal Davis.
Business in the city, meet me in the city, Rich in Faith, Wutz Real, all the organization right here in the heart of Buckhead, man. When y'all want to get down to business and y'all want to have a real conversation, definitely hit us up, man. We're going to sit you down at the round table. Like always, stay safe, be good, man. It's your girl Tang Gang, man. We out here. Let's go!